With sports, there's a lot of like athletes. It's hard already to be able to enter like a professional league. Let's say basketball, football, baseball, whatever. It's hard. But it's even harder for an athlete to be able to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. And when an athlete will be inducted to the Hall of Fame, it's because they are being recognized for their excellence in whatever sports that they did. If you watch those induction of athletes going to the Hall of Fame, it's a great celebration. Well, in our faith also, there's such a thing as Hall of Faith, not Hall of Fame. And that's in our Hebrews chapter 11 today. We see there the people who were put there in the Hall of Faith as an inspiration, as an example also for others to follow. And what is faith? Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Now, we're not talking about professing faith, which is the creed. We're not talking about that here. Here we're talking about a faith that comes out of our relationship with God. And it says in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, without faith, it is impossible to please God. When we read this people who are in this hall of faith, we need to follow their example. Who wants to be pleasing in the eyes of God? Okay, those who did not raise their hands, you don't want to be pleasing in the eyes of God. Okay. 3 examples in our first reading today: Abel, Enoch, and Noah. Abel, as we know, Abel offered to God a more acceptable sacrifice than Cain's. He offered what is best, while Cain just offered what is the leftover. And we also need to examine, what are we offering to God? Especially when it comes to our money. I know it is a sensitive topic when it comes to money, but of course we need to remember, whatever we have, it came from God. And what are we offering to God? That's why we're being encouraged to tithe 10% of gross. Some people said, it should not be gross, it should be net income. But we need to pray to the Lord. Lord, what do you want me to offer to you? And if the Lord tells you 1%, just start with 1%. And then grow as you learn to trust in the Lord, because whatever we're offering is proportionate to our trust that He will provide for us. If our trust in Him is lacking, we will not offer much also. Because we're going to rely on ourselves, right? That what we have is not enough. That's why I can't give to God. But the Lord, it will never be outdone in generosity. So if you start with 1%, start with 1%. And then trust in the Lord and increase it to 2%, 3%, until it goes to 10%. The second is Enoch. Enoch has this friendship. And friendship with God. And friendship, underneath that, is a trust between two persons. Enoch has this great trust. That's why he has this intimacy with the Lord. So we're encouraged also to grow in intimacy. Are we spending time in prayer? Or are we just so busy that we just say that, I'll just pray while I work? No, the Lord is longing for us to spend that time of prayer with Him. The third example is Noah. We discussed about Noah, where God asked Noah to build this ark. And he was building it on the land. And people were just ridiculing him. But Noah trusted in the Lord, saying that there will be a flood, better build this ark. And he built this ark as a sign of his trust, as a sign of his faith. When we trust, we obey. So I hope in these 3 examples, we also will grow in our faith, so that when we die in that state of faith. And when that happens, we will also be inducted in that hall of faith.